What up, folks, and welcome back to another Ultra Z news. This one, we're still on San Diego here. The last 2 days I've been in and out of the studio, the house actually, lots of stuff to do. So I haven't really had a chance to really post a lot of stuff on my Facebook or here, except for one video yesterday, early yesterday. It is what it is, guys, life. But I want to continue doing these Sdcc look-ins. It's over at this point in time, so right now we're just kind of I'm filtering through the news, seeing what else is left that I want to talk about. I mean, this one is kind of like a mishmash of different companies, the smaller companies, and then I want to end it, my coverage here with, 3 separate videos of Hasbro. Now, I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know. So it might spill into Monday. We'll see how it goes. I really would like to keep these all in a row, if possible. So if it has to push my reviews a little bit, it has to push my reviews a little bit. So I want to get my thoughts down. So let's do this. Let's get going. We started, I've been yapping too much here. So, the best of the rest, right? Let's get back to Neca. We've talked about them a little bit, but one of their big announcements was, and this is not like a figure related, but like a company related thing, Neca is going to be at Target now. You're going to be able to get Neca figures at Target starting in August. That is awesome. Good for them. Obviously they lost being a TRU, so gaining Target is fantastic for them. Congratulations. In that same vein, they're gonna start getting some turtle figures out into stores, into retail in general, which is fantastic. It sounds like it would be like the 80s stuff and the arcade stuff, and this is from various interviews with Randy of Neca that I saw over the weekend, as well as some Twitter stuff. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool news. Hopefully, the turtle stuff that they were exclusive last year and the figures that were exclusive before, they change them up just a little bit so they don't screw all the people that spent a lot of money on those exclusives. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my hopes. They change it up a little bit, whether they change up the molds, whether they give them different accessories, whatever they do. Hoping there's a bit of a change there for the sake of everybody. That would be kind of cool. But good on them. That's awesome to hear that they're going to be able to get Turtles figures into stores, and not the giant ones, because that's awesome. There's room for them and Playmates to coexist on the shelves. They don't really cross over too much. The Playmate stuff is more for the kids, and the Neca stuff is more for collectors. So, very awesome there. Another bit of Neca news that doesn't really have to do with... They do have to do with figures, but not right now. They also had said during the con that they are going to be doing the Godzilla King of the Monsters figures, which is awesome, and not just Godzilla, which is the big thing. They have the license to do all 4 monsters in that movie: Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Godzilla himself. So that is awesome, and Randy teased possibly being able to do even more than that. What that's going to be, I don't know, but very cool news. Really glad to see them really getting back into the Godzilla game. They've slowed down a lot. That wasn't really all their fault, but it's awesome to see that dude back with, getting more love from Neca, because, I think they do a good job with them, and they're great for the price points, so can't really beat it. I always say, the sculpt is their sculpt and paint is some of the best. Sometimes the paint is off, but overall, the detail that they put in that stuff is fantastic. For the price point, you can't beat it, honestly. Case in point, the new Michael Myers figure, Ultimate Michael Myers that they announced, looks incredible. This is Michael Myers from the new movie. He looks super scary, super creepy, and I'm really excited about that. I'm a Michael Myers fan, and I can't wait to see the movie, and now I can't wait to get this figure. I already pre-ordered it on Big Bad Toy Store. You can pre-order in, you know, the retail spot of your choice if you want. But that is fantastic. The last bit of NECA things that they showed that I want to talk about is the Crash Bandicoot with the jetpack. That looks awesome. I really like the Crash Bandicoot figure that it just released. Probably not going to get the hoverboard one or the like aqua one. I think that was new too. But the jetpack one, that's going to be on my list. It was very cool looking, and I really, really want that. Alright, let's switch over to Mezco. The only thing I really want to talk about from them is the Warriors figures. Now, I feel like they've shown this before a while back. I could be wrong, or maybe they've done Warriors figures or something before. Something about Mezco and Warriors, but for some reason, it looked new, looked updated. You know, they had a couple of Warriors, a couple of Baseball Furies, and that is cool. They look really good. I love that movie. I don't know if I'm gonna get the figures. I don't know if it's like, if I could spend the money on that stuff. It's not really something I think I'm gonna do. But cool nonetheless. I definitely wanted to mention it because that's the thing that like struck me as very awesome. Moving over to Diamond Select Toys now. They're doing a few interesting things. They're doing some Star Trek figures based on the new movies. They showed off a Kirk and a Spock and a Borg. I think that movie was called Into the Darkness, if I remember correctly, with the Borg. So like that's very, very cool. You know, like I think those look really good. So, you know, you get some, like, Star Trek figures out there now. You know, you got the McFarlane one's gonna drop soon. Although they did get backed up till September. And now you got these, you know, so if you're a Star Trek fan, you're gonna have some really cool domestic figures to add to your collection there. I'm definitely gonna dabble with it a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna get these new ones here, but they are cool enough to mention. But definitely want to get the McFarlane ones of Kirk and the classic Kirk and Picard. That is awesome. Moving over to Kingdom Hearts, which is a line that I've enjoyed collecting. Not 100% get it. I have gotten everything, but I've gotten a bunch of pieces. The Tron figures that they showed look awesome. And this was previously announced, but seeing them there on display looks amazing to me. I cannot wait to get them. Tron's one of my all-time favorite movies, so very, very awesome. Looking good. Articulation looks not really there, but I'm not sure if that's a prototype or if that's how it's going to be. Whatevs. I'm looking forward to getting them no matter what. The other thing I think I'm definitely going to get from them is their John Wick figure. This looks awesome. Now, there's no shortage of like choices coming up for John Wick figures. Mafex is doing one, Mezco is doing one. Those are obviously higher end ones, but Diamond Select is kind of like NECA. Like, they do really well with sculpt and paint for the price point. So that's what I'm gonna do. They might be a little bigger. I'm not gonna be able to scale John Wick with my like 6-inch figures, but I'm not a scale nut. I just care about getting cool representations of characters I think are rad on my shelf. So that is gonna be a definite for me, and thank you for doing that because it saves me a whole heap of money. The only Storm Collectibles thing I want to mention here is the Injustice figures that they're going to be doing are starting to progress. We've gotten to paints. I saw prototypes of a couple of them back at Toy Fair, so it's cool to see them painted. Lobo looks incredible. This is the second Lobo that looks amazing to me this weekend. Very excited. Very big Lobo fan. You know, so that looks really good. And yes, I know Jason Momoa in Aquaman, you know, should really be Lobo. You know, that should have been a Lobo movie, but he's doing awesome as Aquaman too. That's a great trailer, by the way. So is the Godzilla trailer. Good stuff. Although the Godzilla trailer scares me a little bit, but that's for another place. But that Lobo looks great. The Dark Side, but the Lobo, awesome, awesome, awesome. The last thing I want to talk about here, as we're running at, you know, so far my longest one, I'm sure the Marvel Legends one is going to be even longer, is the first thing that we saw coming into San Diego, and that is the Dark Horse collaboration with 1000 Toys of the Mike Mignola Hellboy. Oh my god, this figure looks incredible. I've been gushing over it for days. I really, really love this. It looks so amazing. It's got a lot of accessories. You're going to be able to do a lot of different things. The Hand of Doom is articulated. You know, like, it looks just great, guys. I love it. You know, Hellboy is one of those things I haven't read every single series, but every series I've read I've loved, as well as I love the 2 movies. So getting this, and I don't have a real Hellboy in my collection. I do have a reaction figure, but that's it. I really want a nice, awesome Hellboy. So we'll see how much it costs. We don't know yet, but I love 1,000 toys, so that's gonna be probably a definite for me. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for this edition of Ultra Z News. Hope you dug it. I'm going to keep this short at the end because I'm already over about 11 minutes now. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this. Until next time, peace out, peeps.